Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Figma's Hulk and their take on it. And yeah, this will be interesting. You've probably seen a lot of reviews of this already. And a lot of people prefer this one as opposed to the Figuarts since the color is more attuned to Hulk. It's a little bit more darker green. And I kind of agree with that. And here's the box. Although, my thing is, it's a Figma. And in terms of an action figure, I would prefer Figuarts most of the time. So, we'll see. I mean, it could look really great, but as an action figure, we'll probably still stick with the Figuarts. But, yeah. Well, in this review, we'll take a look on that. And going on, here's the box. Really nice packaging as always from Figma. I got mine from Ami. On the back side, here we go. A lot of cool poses. And I think this is actually a bit expensive too. It is heavy. And it's probably probably the first time I think they made something this huge. We've seen the Terraformar with a big body sculpt. But yeah, definitely this is one of the bigger ones that they made into a Figma form. Anyways, let's take a look inside. Alright, so we have the two Hulks here. Again, the one on the left here is the Figma. The one on the right is Figuarts. And the color scheme is strikingly in favor of the Figma. But then again, we've seen Hulk in different shades of green, even gray, red. Was there a blue Hulk? Who knows? But yeah, I think that's why a lot of people prefer this one more. And even the head sculpt, just looking closer or closely at them, yeah, the Figma one does look a bit better than the Figuarts. It's kind of weird too because when I saw the images, this looks like something that Figma will make since it's kind of like more anime accurate or something along the lines, a lighter shade of color, and this would be something that Figuarts will make, but it was the other way around. Yeah, that's kind of quite interesting how that turned out. But nonetheless, I mean, if you're a fan of Hulk, you might get both. But yeah, and on this review, we'll see how the Figma stands up to the Figuarts. Alright, and I did change out the hands. So aside from the closed fist, sorry, you're gonna get the open hands, and that's it in terms of the hands. And it's labeled, and yeah, it's kind of where they labeled it, but it just makes it easier when they're probably assembling this. Always label the parts. So here we go. Also, nothing I've noticed, it goes through. There's like you can probably fit something in here if there's anything. Maybe it's holding something, but it's a really small connection. Unless it's holding maybe a sign, but still, maybe a toothpick. Let's see if I have a toothpick here somewhere. I have a piece of toothpick here. Yeah. Not much you can put there. Yeah, it's weird. They could have just closed that, but I mean, at least maybe they give you an option just in case you want to put something there. Anyways, looking at this really nice paint app, I like it. They add shading all over. Really amazing. Yeah, this is quite nice. On the pants though, not so much, but it does have that matte finish to it, which is great. Then you get your feet here. The joints is not too bad. Even on the bottom here, you can see a giant Figma joint right there onto the back side. Here, they've kind of pre-molded that elbow joint there, but you can also see the underside here on the armpits. Not too bad. Because for the most part, when you do certain poses, as we go in articulation here, you don't really see that joints. I mean, yes, if you move in a certain angle, but you can hide it pretty much. And it's great. I like that. So, going over with articulation, let's start with the head here. So the head is actually kind of easy to take out. You get the Figma joint there. I think typically they use this for the shoulder for a normal version of a Figma, but it's a ball joint with a straight peg. It goes here. You can actually turn this as well. It is a bit of a tight fit there. In some sense, it's great because there's no gaps, but at the same time, it's kind of hinders the articulation a little bit. There is the eye gimmick, which they have on Thor as well, which is right there. There's a special tool which you can move this around, but I'm gonna keep it as is, just as looking straight forward. Yeah. Let's just put this all together. The face, it's a little bit odd in terms of how they've sculpted this. Once looks like his left eyebrow is raised. Which is it's not too bad. Let's put it back there. Now for the shoulder here, I'm gonna raise this up here. Again, you got that joint there. It's kind of hard to see, but it might have been a ball joint on the torso, and then maybe probably a straight peg here. But it does offer quite a bit of a great articulation, so that's quite nice. Then for the elbow, it is a straight peg going through there, and they have this thing here, and I think you can actually disassemble this. And actually, a lot of Figmas are built this way, where you can disassemble them. It's kind of cool that you can see the inner working. So it's clip in there. Then you got your wrist joint peg here. Really cool. And you're not supposed to do this, but you know, sometimes you're just curious of how things are made, and it's great certain toys that allows you to disassemble them. There we go. And elbow bend. There we go. It's not too bad. I mean, there's gonna be gaps, but sometimes it's a trade-off between having that articulation and the aesthetic look. But for the most part, it's not too bad. I mean, comparing to the Figuarts, which we'll look here real quick. You have the huge gaps there, but it is double jointed, and that kind of sticks out. So yeah, Figma looks a little bit better on that aspect. Moving on to the torso here, as we've seen on the Figuarts, there is an articulation on to the torso. This one does not. They've molded it all together, and I think for a good reason, because it looks a lot better. Do we need that up crunch? Maybe. But you do have a waist joint which you can like lean him down like that, and actually barely a gap there, which is great. So side to side, so there is a ball joint there, so it's great. Even without that ab crunch, you can lean him forward, which is pretty much what you need to do in certain poses. Not too bad. Then we got the waist there. It's on that giant ball joint right there, and you got that swivel. The swivel does have a tendency to kind of knock this out, and again, you're able to assemble the parts. And if actually a lot of Figmas are built this way, where the upper leg is a sleeve that goes in, and you just gotta have to push it back in. So it does limit certain articulation, but you can definitely do somewhat of a split. And you get your knee bend there. Now the knee bend is great. You hardly see any joints on the front there. I like that. I mean, obviously you can see it in the back, but still, even once you have that folded in, it's great. Now for the ankle joint, you got this giant Figma here. Yeah, it's cool though. I kind of like it. And in terms of the color, it's not that off from the rest of the body, so that's always good when they've made that joint, the color as close as possible. And what else we got here? You can have the tilt, not too bad. And you have your toe joint. The toe joint is a little odd, but we are given that, so that's good. Yeah, since they kind of went like in the middle of the second finger, and it's kind of odd. You would think they kind of have the even spacing on both ends of the hinge, but maybe for, yeah, it's kind of weird. When you look at the Figuarts here, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, where it's kind of evened out, and you get that toe. Yeah. Each has their own design, but no, nonetheless, it's not too bad. I mean, it is a figure. The joints will still be there, and for the most part, we're going to be focusing on top of Hulk. And overall, this is a great figure. I have no issues with it so far. It's just a really nice display piece. I would probably display this more than the Figuarts, just because it looks a lot close to the Hulk we know. And lastly, let me just swap him with this. Yeah, even I'll probably go with this hands here. It's about to reach and choke someone. Yeah, really nice. I kind of wish that the Figuarts, make a Hulk like this. I think it would be a lot cooler. Who knows? Maybe they'll make a 2.0 version of the Hulk. Well, we can only hope for. But nonetheless, good job on Max Factory, or Good Small. Well, actually, Good Small is the distributor. Max Factory for making this awesome Figma. As well as the sculptors and the one who actually designed this. Really great. And I really like it. And there you go. Hope you guys liked the review. If you got questions, let me know. Try my best to answer that for you. But that's about it. And it does, before I forgot, it does come with the Figma stand here. And that eye helper thing, tool thing. I typically don't use the stand. Especially if you have a big figure like this. He has no problem setting up. And there you go. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.